Welcome back. I'm Dick Brennan.
And I'm Jessica Moore. People are gathering right now in Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn.
That's where we find CBS 2's Kevin Rincon live right now at 5:30. Kevin.
And Dick and Jessica, we're seeing New Yorkers of all different ages and backgrounds gathering here at the park with a unified message. It's time for change. There have been widespread demonstrations throughout the city since the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis more than 3 months ago. That emotion brought back to the surface after police shot Jacob Blake in the back 7 times in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
We're not trying to put another Band-Aid on a bunch of old Band-Aids that have, been ripped off really fast.
For Athenia Rodney, the ongoing calls for justice are just as important now as ever. She started a group months ago called Moms Who Lead with Love. Many of her members went down to Washington for the rally there. Others joined virtual events. She says things are different now because of the voices that are joining the movement.
Because it's not just seen as black people being angry about what's going on. Now it's white people saying, no, this isn't right. This is unjust, and we need to do something about it.
For Joe and Selu, they've worked to raise awareness by leading rallies, marches, and other demonstrations.
We're still trying to shake the foundations of the nation because we still don't have justice for people who are black in this country.
For the two of them, they say things have changed in part because of the pandemic. It's made more people aware of the racial disparities throughout society.
And to an extent, people who don't experience racism themselves in their daily lives and may not even have loved ones who experience it are able to ignore it, even though it's in the news and it's happening all the time.
They hope coming out for marches like these can help change the narrative in people's daily lives.
You can't just think about these things when you're out in a rally. It has to be something that you're thinking about in your daily lives, like how do you interact with certain products, how do you interact with certain companies, how do you interact with certain workplace issues, how do you interact with your family and friends who are somewhat problematic.
And that's one of the things we've continued to hear. It's important to make sure that these are not just systematic changes at the top, but changes in daily lives. Live in Fort Greene Park, Kevin Rincon, CBS 2 News.
All right, Kevin, thanks very much.